Hello everybody, this is Todd Taylor again. We've been talking about science in the beginnings, looking at a measure of faith. We've talked about some simple scientific truths to look at the origins and the beginnings of our world and of life. And we have spoken about the secular or progressive worldview, and we've talked about the biblical worldview. And I have asked you to just step outside of those boxes and to look at things with an open mind and an open heart. Just think about some of the things that we have talked about in the previous videos and in this one. Simple science. I looked at two simple scientific truths that life must be present to produce or reproduce life. You cannot get life from nothing. The law of entropy, the second law of thermodynamics, things left to themselves will deteriorate and decay. In the last video we talked about the measure of faith. I believe every person has a measure of faith. We all have it, and we put it in different things. And so I don't hide the fact that I believe the biblical worldview, but as I said, we step outside of these two worldviews and just look at things with an open heart and open mind. I'm a theologian. I'm not a scientist. I've never claimed to be a scientist. I don't know all the science. I'm just looking at simple scientific truths and asking you to think about these truths, these facts of science, and where they point to. That's all I'm asking you to do, is to think about it. I have a doctor's degree from Southern Indiana Baptist College in theology. I study the Bible. I study things about God, divinity, and that's my professional life. And so as I look at things and as I ask you to do this, I'm asking you to do this without these other views in mind. Just look at them. I believe in this video what I want to talk about is intelligent design. We're given two lights in life, and one of those lights is the light of our conscience. And what I mean by that is our conscience will speak of a moral right and a moral wrong. The X generation back in the 90s and even today, the millennial generation today have said that truth to them is what they see truth as. The X generation says we don't want somebody telling us what's right, and we don't want somebody telling us what's wrong. We want our own view of things, and so they don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know what absolute truth is. They don't accept absolute truth, and so but there is absolute truth. Let me give you an example. We talk about relevance, the relevance of morals. I believe that probably better than 99% of us would agree that to murder an innocent person is wrong. We certainly would not premeditatively go out and kill somebody for no reason. Most of us believe that is an absolute moral wrong to do something like that. Taking something that somebody has worked for, or that they have worked to build or worked to grow, and to go and take that away from them after they put the hard work into having it, to steal it from them, most of us would agree that that is an absolute wrong, to go and take something that somebody has worked so hard to have, or lying to get somebody in trouble, or to assassinate somebody's character, lying to make someone look bad, or to get the blame off of you, lying on someone else. And so most of us would agree that that's wrong. So when we think about those things, there is a relevance of morals there, that murder and theft and lying, these things that I just described to you, most of us would agree that those are absolute wrongs. They're absolute morals, and so we would agree to that. So we have the light of the conscience, and then we have also the light of creation, which speaks of the fact that there is a cause that can create life. Remember, life must come from life, or something that is living. And so we believe that there is a cause that can create life. You look at the things in the universe and you say, this caused this, and that was caused by that, and that cause was caused by this, and so that other thing caused that. And so we keep tracing causes back, and as we trace these causes back, we're going to find an original cause that brought all this into existence. And that cause is the cause that brought about everything that we see in the galaxies and the universe. And so it speaks of intelligent design. When you look out in the universe and see the beauty of some of these pictures that these big telescopes have taken, and see all of that, you see that there is a design that looks like an intelligent design in all of this. So you can trace all these causes backwards, and it will eventually bring you to the ultimate conclusion that there is an intelligent designer who caused all that exists. So here's the thing to think about today. When we think about intelligent design and we look at all of this and the two lights that we're given, and that's a part of intelligent design, to have the light of the conscience and to look at the light of creation. I ask you, who do you think the intelligent designer is? Is it an alien from another galaxy that came in here and made all of this and developed all of it? Or would you say that it could be, that it may be that God produced all of this, and that is the God that the Bible talks about? Who do you think could orchestrate and put all of this together? Think about it.